Hello students, today we are going to take the main topic rectification of the errors that will be asked in 9th standard, 10th standard, 11th standard and also in the 12th standard. So among them, first of all we shall discuss the simple present tense. Generally in the rectification of the error, tenses, prepositions and even the simple, compound, complex sentences, infinitive, all will be asked. Now, if you know the simple present tense very well, then you can find out which verb form is to be used regarding this. So, we will go for the simple present tense. Now, when simple present tense is going to be used, simple present tense is going to be used generally to indicate daily activity, even universal truth, scientific truth, and if you want to indicate any habits which are involved in our daily life. For that, simple present tense is going to be used. Now we shall discuss regarding this particular one some of the examples. Here you can see generally express general truth, or for example the sun rises in the east. So it is the universal truth. For that, simple present tense is going to be used. The sun rises in the east, the sun sets in the west, even the earth revolves around the sun. All these are the universal truth. So we can express all these sentences in the simple present tense. Second one is the habits. Habits means daily activity. I play cricket, I play badminton every Tuesday. Even we can say I go to school daily. So generally it is barring the holidays, it is a daily activity. So we can say as the habit, we eat food daily, we take dinner daily. So such type of the sentences all are indicating our habits. Even regarding the future timetable, our train leaves at 9 a.m. Our train will come, our train comes at 5 o'clock. Such type of the sentences we can use for the future timetable. Even if the sentence in which one sentence is of the future, then after may be possible if the words like when, until are used, then we will have to use the second sentence as the simple present tense. Here you can see I won't go out until it stops raining. Stops is indicating it is the simple present tense. Now we shall go for permanent situation. For example, if any person is working in a particular area, or if he works in a particular firm, for example he works in a bank, he teaches in a school. So such type of the permanent situation will be described, narrated as the simple present tense. For newspaper headlines, even we will have to use man enters space. Such type of the newspaper headlines are always in the simple present tense. Now we will discuss what is the structure. Before going to structure, it is always necessary to go for the real thing. Here you can see this is the subject, verb form 1, and thereafter such type of the words will be used. For example, here the verb read, read, read. So here the first V1, or in other word we can say it is the infinitive. I read every day. I read a book every day. Such type of the long sentence we can use. I read a book every day in the evening. Even second, you read a book every day, you read a book daily. But in singular, here you can see in the third person, he, she, it. There will be only change is that in the verb, at the end of the verb, we will have to add either s or es. Now, when s and when es, generally verbs end with double s, ch, x, o, then we will have to add es, otherwise we will have to add s. Here you can see the plural form. We read once a week, we read every day, you read, they read, and the resting word will be added after that. So only different you will be find here in the third person singular. It is he, she, it. He means any person, may be possible. For example, instead of the he, we can use here the name of any boy or a person. For example, Nisarg. Nisarg reads a story book. She reads a story book. Rutu reads a story book. Such type of the word even we can use for the simple present tense. Now we will go for third slide. Here you can see rules for the third person. As we had already discussed in the earlier slide, previous slide, we can see generally we will have to add plus s, means s we will have to add at the end of the singular third person, or in other word we can say if there is he, she, it, so we will have to add s or es. But now the question is when s and when es. So here for example work will become in third person with he, she, it, works. It will be converted into its. Here you can see s are already added. Swim, swims, play, plays, write, writes. Now here you can see in the second verbs when it ends with y. When it ends with y. At that time what we have to do? Y will be converted into I. Study. Y will be removed, y will be converted into I, and we will have to add es. Same cry. Here you can see before y there is always consonant sound. A, E, I, O, U are vowel and rest are consonant. Here before y it is D. D is consonant. In cry, R is consonant. Try, R is consonant. Spy, P is consonant. Fly, before y L is consonants. So at that time you will have to convert y into I, and we will have to add es. Cry into cries, try into tries, spy into spies, fly into flies. Keep in your mind only with he, she, it, or in other word third person singular. We will have to use this. And if the verbs end with o, double o, ch, sh, th, x, double s, at that time we will have to put es. For example, here you can see in go. Go is ending with o. At that time we will have to put goes. Was. Sh is there. Washes. Watch. Watches. Teach. Teaches. Fix. Fixes. Mix. Mixes. Kiss. Kisses. So here you can see the difference only for the he, she, it, or in other word we can say for third person singular. Now we will go for next slide. Here the negative structure. Here you can see the negative structure. Now here you see generally the format is subject but and thereafter verb. But if we want to convert negative, then we will have to it do not or does not. In short form we can say don't or doesn't. So I don't read book. You don't read every day. But here keep in your mind, as we are adding something in the third person singular, means with he, she, it, we are adding either s or es. At that time, same will be deferred here. Instead of the do, we will have to use does in negative as well as in an interrogative sentence. He, she, it doesn't read. Here you can see whatever the s or es will be removed, but it will come here does. When does is going to use, the verb will be used in as it is, or in other word, it will be used in its original form. So here you can see we don't read at home. You don't read. They don't read. Such type of the word, and rest words we can add. They don't read a novel in the evening every day. So such type of the word we can use in with the preposition, even the so many indicating words. Here you will have to find out while going to be rectification of the error. Such type of the word you will have to memorize every day, daily, once a week. All will indicate simple present tense. So keep in your mind while you are going to rectify the error, all this word will indicate the particular sentence of the which tense is. So it will be very easy for all of you to find out where actually the mistake is, and you can rectify very easily. Now the next slide we will see, and this will be the last, and you can see here the affirmative sentence or assertive sentence, thereafter negative, and thereafter the interrogative sentence. All are given. For example, I start, we start, you start. Such type of the word are generally, and for that all these are the simple present tense. But here you can see, if we want to convert I start into negative sentence, then we will have to add do not. I start, I do not start. You start, you do not start. He starts, here you can see. She starts, it starts. So we will have to use now does. He does not start. Whatever the s or es will be removed because the does is there. She does not start, or she doesn't start. It does not start. We start, we don't start. You start, you don't start. They start, they do not start. Or if we want to convert this sentence into an interrogative sentence, then do will come first. Do I start? Do I start reading a book? Do I start to play the cricket match? Do I start a new business? Such type of the question mark will be added at the end in these sentences. Okay, you start. Do you start? He starts. Now again, does he start? Here s or es not will be there, but at the end you will find out here the question mark. It start. It does not start. Does it start? We start. Do we start? You start. Do you start? They start. Do they start? Generally, in the rectification of the error, what will happen? Here may be possible they might use the does, or sometimes in such type of the word here they will use do. At that time you will have to find out where actually the mistake is occurred in that particular poem or paragraph. Here the same thing here you can see. Sometimes here instead of the do not they might have used does not. So you will have to find out first of all it is the sentence of the simple present tense, and according to that you will have to make the correction. So it will be very easy for all of you if you have just the knowledge. And keep in your mind, if you know this very well, then it will be very easy. For the most important topic is the direct and the indirect. So it is necessary for all of you to keep concentration on this tenses, preposition, WH questions and everything. Thank you.